Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Ahmad Ridho Maulana. So today I will explain some of the material in pragmatics, which is Deixis. I will explain about the present Deixis, past Deixis, time Deixis, discourse Deixis, and Deixis use and non-Deixis use, social Deixis, relational social Deixis, and absolute social Deixis. The first, I want to talking about the definitions. So, a deictic expressions or deixis is a word of the past such as this, that, this, those, now, then, here. So that points to the time, place, or situations in which a speaker is speaking. And a deixis is expressed in English by way of the personal pronouns, demonstrative, and adverbs, the last instance. For example, if you will ask a visiting exchange student, and you ask like, have you been in this country long? So the word this country and you are a deictic expressions as they refer to the country where the conversations happens and the persons being addressed in the conversations respectively. The second is person deixis. So it refers to the personal pronouns such as I, you, he, and they. When a speaker purchase the word I, that pronouns refers to that the specific speakers. And also the personal deixis is deictic references to the participant role of a reference such as the speakers, the addressee, and the reference which are neither speaker or addressee. The third is place deixis. It refers to the where the speaker is. Place deixis is also useful for verbs such as come and go. So if I say the word come, I am referring to the pointing to directions toward my current locations. This is similar to the word go. And if I said that I am here, the word here refers to my current locations, which as I write this in my office. So again, we can replace here with what is referring to be I am in my office. The next is time deixis. It refers to the current time in when the two utterance is spoken. So, for examples like, I went hiking yesterday. The word yesterday refers to the September 28th and 2021. So, the day before the day I am currently making this video, like that. The next is discourse deixis. It's often found in written text. So, for example, when reading an essay, you may come across a sentence like, at this point, I would like to discuss X, Z, and Y. The phrase at this point, an example of discourse deixis. So, the notion of this point can only be obtained by knowing where this point is. Deixis use and non-deixis use. The deixis use can be further divided into two types, that is deixis use plus gestures. The second is deixis use minus gestures. So, the example of deixis use plus gestures when a teacher says that you will have to read the chapter. In this sentence, the word you deixis expressions used for only one particular student and it conveys the meaning that you have to read the chapter. And the second is the example of deixis use minus gestures. The examples like, I know you will enjoy reading the chapter. So this is example. The statement is general and is not without gestures. The next is social deixis. Social deixis concerns with the aspect of sentences which reflect or establish or determined by certain realities or participants or the social situations in which the speech event occurs. Relational social deixis and absolute social deixis. Relational social deixis is a deixis reference to some social characteristic or a referent apart from any relative ranking of reference. Relational social deixis examples like my husband, teachers, cousin, and etc. The next is absolute social deixis. It is a deixis reference usually expressed in certain form of address which will include no comparison of the ranking of the speakers and addressee. And absolute social deixis examples like Your Highness, Mr., president, and your majesty, and etc. This is the conclusion about Deixis. Deixis is a powerful way of positioning yourself subtly amongst the people you want to interact with, in a way that shows you cannot see the things from their perspective. Deixis is an important aspect when it comes to meaning in semantic and pragmatic. And the Deixis elements are often used and in order to fully understand the meaning of Deixis elements. So that is enough for me. Thank you everyone and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.